Hey, what's going on? It's Kevin J. Pineau. In this video, we're going to talk about Garyvee's content strategy. He put out an 86-page deck, or his content strategy for how he promotes all of his material. Check it out. So here it is. What I'm going to do is I'm going to full screen. Hopefully it doesn't hide my face. And we're just going to go through each one of the slides now. So this is his strategy. I think it's an excellent piece of content. It's great. It's a great strategy. It's just it takes a long time to put all this content together. And keep in mind that Gary Vaynerchuk has a whole team behind him. He has like 30 people working on his content and someone filming him all the time. But you'll definitely get some nuggets of information out of here and some strategies that you could take and grow to promote your own business or whatever it is you're trying to promote. Now, he covers several different platforms all out of one piece of content, but that could be hard to do if you're working by yourself. But if you could just take one chunk of this and break it down and just take these concepts and learn it over time until where you can get proficient at it and then maybe sub it out to someone, you'll be able to actually leverage a lot of this. So his content model: how I make 30 pieces of content from a single keynote. All right, if you're doing long form material, this will work great for you, or you have long form stuff. So let's just look at it. So it's a reverse pyramid. What he does is he takes the top layer of his main piece of content, like a vlog or a keynote or something, and he breaks everything down from there. All right, he documents his pillar piece of content, he calls it. That's his long form thing. It's like podcasts or keynotes or Q&As, those kind of things. Now, he films all day, so he could do all these in one day. You know, a keynote speech at one place, fly to the next place, do a podcast, or go to the next place, do a vlog. But that's hard for most people to do. But it's one piece of long-term content, and I'll leave links to this in the description below so you can check the whole thing out. Let's see. Creates one for. So what I'll do is I'll take that long-term piece, publish it, and then I'll turn it into shorter pieces that are quotes and all these things. Let me get my face out of the way so you can see this. And he goes on all these different platforms: Instagram or IGTV, LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, Facebook, Core, Medium. The list goes on, and he touches essentially each one of these. So what he does is he documents first. Pillar piece content is a long form. So if you follow any of his stuff online, like those like I do Garyvee TV, and they're like 3 to 5 minute videos. Those are all extractions from longer pieces of content. So he got his Garyvee vlog, his Q&As, podcasts, meetings, collabs, keynotes, interviews. Those are all the big pillar pieces. All right, and then he creates that piece of content. And then his team extracts other pieces of content from it. Let's see. All that goes out. He'll take Garyvee. His team will repurpose it, and it'll go out to all these other different platforms like Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and he can repurpose it. Let's see. So the micro pieces of content are, lines that he found from, little nuggets that he found from the pillar piece, maybe a little riff or rant that he has, and I'll turn that into something on Facebook or IG. Oh, what is this? Nope, don't go to that. That's the actual piece of content there. Back to full screen. My bad. Let's keep going. Ooh, I keep clicking on the same thing. Once you guys go through this on your own, you can actually click and watch these pieces of content and see how he does it. All right, then he distributes. Once all the pillar, once everything's done, he redistributes it to users. Sorry guys, I usually have more energy in my videos, but this is all education. That's what we do here at Kevin J. Pineau. All right, so the pillar pieces go out. Think Facebook, like long-term Facebook video. Facebook is doing a lot of work with videos. They're pushing that up. And I've heard some projections that in the next coming years, most of Facebook is going to be video, live video, and higher end stuff like almost YouTube videos. So you definitely want to be repurposing your content on Facebook. I actually do that with my YouTube videos. If I find them right, I'll make my YouTube video, upload it natively to YouTube, and then I'll upload it natively to Facebook as well. And I won't even make any edits. I'll just put the same pieces of content there. So there's two different audiences. Now he takes it to other extremes. He puts it on IG, and then he distributes it out. So what he does is he releases the long form stuff, and then he does the social media video stuff and tweets and quotes and memes and all those. And then on the other side, he does all of his articles and emails. All right. Instagram launched new IGTV. All right. The first round. So his strategy is to take those small pieces and promote the bigger piece of content. So he does that one big pillar thing to get everyone to watch it, and then he puts out all the micro things just to get action going back. And there's a thing in here, yeah. So he releases them all at 12 o'clock, and then at 12:01 he puts out all the smaller pieces. So anyone who's a diehard fan is going to start watching, and then anyone who's just checking social media is going to go from there to the longer piece of content a minute later. It's actually brilliant. And then this is the crucial part that a lot of people miss is he listens. All right, he does a second round of micro content. All right, once everything's distributed, he listens to people. Now I'll put this in the card. I showed you how to do timestamps. That's a big thing on YouTube. If you're putting any kind of content or comment on something on YouTube for Gary Vaynerchuk, he's watching. His crew is watching, and they're extracting things. So if you find something you like on one of his videos, make sure you put a timestamp in and a little note. All right. Let's say an hour and 22 minutes and 19 seconds. My body just froze up in tears and started falling. Respect, bro. All right. So they'll go back and look at that, and if they think it's a good piece of content, they might actually take your recommendation and put it as a Facebook post or an Instagram post or something along those and repurpose it. And this is something that you can do too. Like, you should be engaging with your audience, especially on YouTube or anywhere really. All right, so they go back, they look at that and create content around what people liked, what people enjoyed, and give them more of that. And it also gives them insight to what they should be doing on the longer form content later. All right, and then obviously redistribute again. So here's this whole chart where it's the long form, you send out your short form, and then you get your articles, you analyze everything, and then you redistribute again out to his whole audience, his diehard fans. That way he's creating new content for a new crowd, listening to the people in his crowd, then making a better connection with his actual niche. Think about how you can do this with your content, with the people in your community, on your Facebook page or in your groups or in your YouTube channel. I mean, you could start with just those two and then redistribute. I mean, a lot of people have different accounts. I mean, I have an Instagram, I have a Twitter, I have a Facebook page, I have a TikTok now, I have a Snapchat. I don't really use it, and I'm probably gonna start using stuff on IG. Why not? So, thing is, yeah, he shows you, if you want, I'm gonna zip through this part. He shows you how it's actually done. I'm gonna go real quick. So he takes the long-term piece. All right, it's like an hour or two from the keynote or whatever he's going to do there. He extracts the audio. This is another thing you do if you think your content is worthy. You can take your video content and save it as an MP3 and turn it right into a podcast. If as long as it's not too visually driven, you could take whatever you're putting out. If it's a long-term piece of content, like I could take this and turn it into a podcast. I won't though, because there's a lot of visual to it. All right, but that's another thing. Then he puts that on every different platform. So you get 3 pillars there, or you get your or 2 pillars. You get a video and audio, but you can distribute all those and repurpose the same exact piece of content on different platforms natively. You don't want to just link. You want to keep that raw file and upload it directly to Facebook and then directly to YouTube and then directly to Instagram, because all those platforms want you to stay on their platform. They don't want you to click away from their platform. That's why if you take a video from YouTube and take that raw link and put it on Facebook, nobody sees it, because Facebook will actually withhold that from a greater audience. But if you take the same video and upload it directly to Facebook and then share it, it'll actually be spread out to more people. All right. So then he takes his micro stuff, goes out and sends it to all these other pieces. And remember, it's all extractions. And then he just distributes the long pieces, podcasts, distributes 10 audio centric, garners 200,000 listeners. Now he's got a huge audience. Humble brag. We'll leave that. You guys can check all this out later. And then he distributes all the micro content. I mean, look at this. LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, podcast, Snapchat, Facebook, all from that one long form piece of content. Then he reviews, he reads all the articles, which you should be doing too, or not articles, but comments. Creates a new piece of content, You take that same thing and share it out. Micro pieces of content on Facebook. Could be posts, social media posts, memes, gifs, anything like that. Clips, short clips. So look at his strategy. He's kind of bragging here. But yeah, that stuff gets spread out like crazy. Then his micro Instagram. These are more for like GIFs and short videos and memes. Quotes. He also uses swipe ups. Twitter quotes. Twitter is one you definitely have to study with, like uploading natively. All right, he takes his 15-second clips, turns it into community. He's always sending something back to his community to keep you engaged. All right. And then obviously the articles, Quora, Instagram, or not Instagram, LinkedIn Media. So here's the results. Now, I don't expect these results right away, but that one keynote becomes 30 pieces of content, 35 million views, 20 different social platforms, content, and that's it. I'll leave a link. This is going to look terrible, but I'll leave a link in the description below so you can watch this. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and smash the like button if you found this helpful. Leave any comments below on your opinion of Garyvee. I know he's got a terrible mouth. He's from Jersey and he talks. He's got a terrible mouth. But you know what? That's fine. I grew up in a household where the ungodly things that came out of my father's mouth, I understand where he's coming from. But leave me a comment. Tell me what you think of this strategy, what your strategy is right now. Mine is just I do YouTube and Facebook, and then I'll tweet and Instagram stuff. But I'll probably expand on that, eventually start a podcast, maybe do longer form stuff like this or lives and extract it and turn it into podcasts. But it's inspired me to do a lot more with it. And what he didn't mention in here was TikTok. TikTok's a new platform that you should check out. Again, make sure you subscribe and leave a comment below. Tune into the next video.